welcome back. I want to talk about 3 reasons why you may not be getting pregnant. Okay, 3 reasons why you may not be getting pregnant. Before we dive into that, I want to just throw out a disclaimer. I am not a medical practitioner. I am not a nurse. I am not anything that has to do with the medical field. I am just a mother of 4 beautiful and handsome children and healthy children, and I am a mother that has friends who are moms, and we just come together most of the time and talk about the things that we go through as mothers, our experiences. We just share each other's experiences and draw strength from each other. If you know what this channel is all about, you know that one of the things I enjoy doing is actually talking about people's stories, women's stories, to encourage us, to motivate us, to inspire us as women, as mothers, and this is one of them. There are reasons why women don't get pregnant, or there are reasons why they may not be getting pregnant. And so if you're having difficulty having to get pregnant, or you're getting pregnant and the baby or the pregnancy would not come to term, it is for you to go to the clinic or to the hospital, look for your gynecologist or your OB/GYN and talk to them about it, and just seek medical help. Talk to them about it. I am just here to share with you some of the experiences I have been through and what some other mothers have been through, because it's a beautiful thing to be a mom. It's an experience that you can never forget in a hurry, and I know what it is when you're trying to have a baby and you're not able to have a baby, or you're trying to get pregnant and you're not able to get pregnant. There's so many things that could be responsible for that. But I want to talk about 3 things that might be responsible for you not getting, getting pregnant, right? 3 reasons why you may not be getting pregnant. One of them is stress. Stress is is something that you have to look into. It can be one of the things that could be responsible for you not having, to get pregnant on time. And stress can lead to anxiety. It can lead to a lot of things going on in your body as a result of stress. It can lead to hormonal imbalance in your body. And once your body is stressed, it's all usually very difficult for you to be able to, I have to reposition myself, to be pregnant, because the body is stressed out, and there's numerous things that could be happening to your body when you're stressed out, right? So we need to learn to relax and just wait, because it takes time sometimes to actually get pregnant. And I get it. Most times when we go and seek help, right, from the medical practitioners, and they tell you, there's nothing wrong with you, everything is okay with you. Maybe you have done, like in my own case, sonogram and all of those things, because it was difficult for me to have a baby initially. And after after my marriage, I was so eager, I was looking forward to it. I noticed that I was getting anxious, I was not sleeping, and stress was just taking a toll on me, and I talked about it, and I went to my doctor, and we had that discussion, and she was like, you need to take it easy. We've done everything. There's nothing medically wrong with you. All you need to do is just relax. And I noticed that I wasn't the only one on that boat. I had other friends who were actually complaining at that time too, that it was so hard for them to get pregnant. And we started to do a research. Sometimes it's stress from work, because we were all working at the time, right? It was stress from work, and then you come home, you have pressure also from people who are actually looking at you, and sometimes because you have gained weight, like in my own case, the pressure was there, like, when are you going to have a baby? Like, we're waiting. Or are you pregnant? And they're looking at your stomach, and they're looking at the size. Oh, is that a baby bump? And it was so embarrassing at that time. Like, I just wanted them to just, like, just leave me alone, like leave me alone already, like, And some people just take the time to say to themselves they're not ready to have a baby after their wedding, and they wait. Okay, but for me, I was so ready. I was trying, it wasn't happening. And some of my friends at the same time, they've been trying way before I even started. And it was quite frustrating. And I know, I get it, it's so frustrating. You just want to see, you just want to get pregnant and have that baby. And so, and it's more frustrating when you see that other people are having it so easily, and they're inviting you, you're happy, they're calling you, they just had a baby and all of that. So I get it, but you have to look at your stress level. It could be playing a very bad role as to one of the reasons why you can't be, you can be pregnant right now. And so that brings me to the next one, which is weight loss, okay, or weight gain. If you're overweight, then you know that you really have to talk to your doctor so that you can get help from them. They'll be able to tell you at what point you need to lose some weight to be able to get pregnant, and so many other issues that come with weight gain, right? If you're overweight, right? And so if you're losing weight, right, drastically, if you're losing weight, the body is stressed out. It's not the way it used to be. There's just something going on with your body, and that could deter you from actually getting pregnant. There's so many reasons why you may not be. I'm only mentioning 3. The third one is the thing I want to mention and talk about extensively. We may not have enough time to talk about it, but I just don't want to rush and talk about these other 2 that I just mentioned. I want to talk about your cycle confusion, okay? And for me, I was counting my cycle. I was looking out for when I started to ask myself questions. I started to research. I talked about the pap, with my friends they'll be like, what do you mean by pap? Oh, the pap time, the pap stuff when it's not sticky. And I started researching, and during your ovulation period, right, you notice that some things that you discharge from your body is kind of slimy, right? It's slimy, and you feel that, oh, if you have a regular cycle, it's supposed to be, cycle, it's supposed to be 28 days, right? That's the regular cycle. But for some of us, we had irregular cycle. Sometimes it could be 28 days. At times it could be 30, which was very strange and crazy, but it happened to me, right? Sometimes 31, like, that's way off the radar, but it happened to me. And I started to think about it, that nothing is actually natural until you begin to listen to your body. And I started listening to my body, and I thought, with everything I had studied online, and everything that I've asked and gathered from friends, because you must understand, I was anxious. I wanted to have a baby by all means, at all costs. I wanted to just get pregnant, right? And I was looking forward to it. I had bought a lot of stuff prior to me even getting pregnant. And that happiness, that joy that I see my friends go through this, and they get pregnant, some of them. And then I have another set of friends that were just waiting on the other side, and wasn't really funny at the time, but we're happy for them, but it wasn't really funny. And and at some point I started to look at my cycle, and I noticed that I had irregular cycle, and the confusion was just there. I thought it was 28 days and 14 days to actually go through your peak period. The peak period is when you're told that you get pregnant, you're more active, your ovulation takes place within that time. I think the 11th day or the 12th day is actually for the 3 days. It lasts for 3 days. I gathered, that it lasts for 3 days. It's supposed to be on the 11th, 12th, and the 13th day, it's over, right? Or rather, the 12th, 13th, and 14th day is over. And then it takes you another 14 days for you to go through that, and then another cycle begins. And and I was calculating like that, and until I went to see a gynecologist, and he said to me, go do a sonogram. I went to do the sonogram, and they didn't see anything. There was nothing blocking my uterus or my tubes. Everything was working well. And I came back to him and I was talking to him again, and I was saying to him, at this time I was at my lowest. I was just crying. There was nothing you could say to me that would comfort me at that point. So I said to him, I said, you know what, doctor? And he said to me, what is it? Why are you crying? You're a young lady. You will have babies. Don't worry about it. Just relax. And I said, no, I've checked my weight. I am okay. When it comes to stress, I can't speak for stress because right now I don't sleep. I am so anxious. And he said, well, that could be one of it, right? And then your ovulation, because you're not calculating properly, everybody's ovulation period is different. Now, guess what? I went back and, he talked about me using one of the things he asked me to go get via prescription was Clomid. And when I went there, they had the generic one. When I went to the pharmacist, they had the generic one, so I couldn't get the exact Clomid. And there I was again, like, I need the exact Clomid, like, I don't want to go try this and it's not working, and I would just feel bad because, and then the pharmacist was like, this is the same thing, it's just a generic one, it's a different product, it's the same product but it's a different company name, that's why it's generic, right? And I said, okay, I wasn't feeling happy, and I went home. I was told how to use it, and I'm going to share it here because somebody might learn something from this. And when I went back, my doctor said to me, I remembered vividly, he said to me, when you use this Clomid, it will help to boost your fertility. It will help to boost your, whatever it is that you need to boost in your system for you to be able to get pregnant quickly. It wasn't like it was 100%, but I was willing to try it. He told me it's not 100%, but just try. If it's not happening, then we'll have to look into other options. Okay, I said okay, and I got home that day, and I remembered very well taking the Clomid when he asked me to. He asked me to take it 5 days after my period. Okay, so if you're out there, you have 3 days period, or you have, when I say period, your menstrual cycle. Okay, your menstrual cycle may be 3 days, it could be 5 days. And after the 5th day for me, I took it. Okay, I took it after the 5th day, and I'm going to tell you why, and I'm going to tell you at the end of this video, okay, so that you understand the reason why. Because if I tell you now, you will not understand. I took it at the end of the 5th day, and I called, I had to do what I had to do, and I was also told to skip 1 day after having intimacy with my husband, and then skip the 1st day. Skip, why? Because whatever you have in there, you shouldn't wash it out. Don't wash it out, because that's why I said I will skip this to the end. Don't wash it out. So I'm like, you mean I'm not going to put, he said, no, do not wash, just use your Clomid, meet with your husband, have that intimacy with your husband, and the next day skip intimacy. That's because if you have something in there that wants to leave, it's already in there. Do not do anything about it, and then leave it the 3rd day. Meet with him the 4th day, don't do anything, and then the 5th day. So 3 times you meet at interval each day. Like today you meet, tomorrow you don't, a day after tomorrow you meet, and then the other day do not meet with him, and then the other one you meet with him 5 days. The 1st day, meet, don't wash, don't touch there, don't do anything with your private part. I'm sorry, I just have to throw it here. The 2nd day, do not meet. The 3rd day, meet. The 4th day, the 4th day, do not meet. And the 5th day, meet. Same thing you do, don't wash there. So I was like, am I going to go through all of this without washing up? Well, I needed to do what I had to do. It was easy for me anyways. Like, it's better than going through some other things, right? So I thought that was a bit easier. So I followed the whole process the way he said it. And can you imagine, 5 days after my period, I met with my husband, we did what we had to do. 5 consecutive days after my period, and I got pregnant. I have been trying for the 14th day the 12th day, the 14th day, you know, the 11th day, thinking that my period was like that. Our body anatomy is different. Every woman's body, listen, your body anatomy is different. You have to understand your body. You have to know what your body type is. Everybody's body is not the same. So whatever works for A may not work for B, and whatever has worked for me may not work for you. But if you're hearing this for the first time, talk to your doctor about the story I just gave you. He might look into it and kind of, you know, do his own research and you know, do the same thing with you. Because it was amazing how I got pregnant. I never came back to my husband to do anything, and I got pregnant. I could not believe it. I could not believe it, ladies. I bought the stick, you know, the pregnancy test stick. I got like 13. I will not lie to you, because I kept trying and I kept seeing those double, those, you know, the stripes you have, 2 of them. I'm like, I didn't even want to tell anybody, because I was, you know, I wasn't too sure. Like, I was like, but I had to go to see my doctor, and they ran a test and they came out, hey, positive, you're pregnant. And I was so happy. I could remember the excitement and all of that. But the point I'm trying to buttress here is, you could be trying the wrong stuff, and you could be tremendously under stress, anxiety. There's so many things that could be affecting you, weight loss, and also your cycle confusion. Your cycle could be confusing you. You might, like in my own case, thinking that I ovulate 14 days after, or 12 days after my first period, or after the last day of my period, which wasn't true. It happened, I got pregnant after my period. Okay, immediately after my period, like the 5 days, like the 5 days I told you after my 5 days period, right? So for you, it may be different. 3 days, talk to your gynecologist. Everybody's body is different, and some doctors could have figured it out, and some are still just trying to figure some things out. It is always important to take a second opinion, seek a second opinion from another medical practitioner, and just see, because too many times we have known over time that a particular doctor is exposed to a particular thing and the other is not, so may not know what the other one has been exposed to. Things are happening, things are changing, everybody's body anatomy is different. No matter how good you are, you know, you just have to keep trying and open up, you know, reach out to other women, reach out to other people, reach out to your doctors, and relax. Take the time to relax, because after that, when I came back home, I will tell you the truth, I tried as much as possible to relax. If you've watched the other video that I talked about 6 new mom stress and how to relieve them, I talked about it in one of the videos that I just did, and you know, you will understand the reason why I'm asking you to relax. It's very important as a woman, as a lady, as a female, having the kind of body that we have, to really take the time to relax, whether it's going to the spa place, whether for me it's fixing my nails. I don't have them fixed right now because hey, I'm very busy, but whether it's going to fix your nails or going to have your makeup done or your hair, or you know, just shopping, something that makes you feel happy. I noticed that some of my friends will go shopping not because they want to buy anything, but because they want to be happy. For some people, it's actually buying some stuff, right? Make yourself happy as a woman. You deserve it. You deserve to be calm and happy. And I know why you want to be called a mother. You want to be called a mother. I know you want to have that baby in your arm, and that baby will come. Once you're calm enough and you talk to your doctors and you try everything, remember too, sometimes as women, that's bringing me back to the cycle confusion thing, right? Where we just kind of, you know, wash up and wash everywhere so clean. Sometimes you shouldn't. Sometimes you shouldn't. You want the pH down there to remain the same. Okay, you wash everything off, Yeah, it shouldn't be like that. You can wash after that time. There's always plenty of time to wash and smell clean and be clean. When you're looking for a baby, just leave that place. Leave it. Just leave it in there, okay? Leave everything in there. You don't have to dip it in and wash with water. You're removing everything that Mother Nature has given to you, which was one of the things I was doing, right? That, like, pouring water, washing clean, wanting to smell clean. When you are looking to forward to making babies, having babies, there's some natural things when you're happy, when you're excreting some natural vitamins and stuff going down there. It's just Mother Nature. It's just getting your body ready to pick something as great as what we're looking for, and then it goes inside of you and it begins to grow, right? It needs that kosher, that natural, that okay, let's go back. And you need that natural stuff, right? You need to be natural. Do not wash all the time. It's not good. So if you're not finding results, it could be as a result of you washing those things off. Leave it. Follow the system. Try and see if you can do it. If you're confused about it, you can also shoot me an email. I'll respond to you. Go talk to your gynecologist. Tell them, you can share my video with them and they could throw more light on this. Like I said, I'm not a doctor. I only shared what has happened to me and some of my friends who tried it as well. And yeah, good results. It came out nice. And today we have our babies, our children. They're grown, but it's been an experience. And I know how it is and how frustrating it is when you're not pregnant yet. So I wish you all the best, and I hope that you get to a point where you get pregnant, and do not forget to come back and share your story with us, because we're waiting for you. We are waiting for you. We're rooting for you. We're rooting for you, because I know you will. You get there. And I just want to say God bless you on your journey, and I pray that you be called a mother very soon, okay? So if you enjoyed this video, I thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Until next time, keep adjusting your crown. You're beautiful the way you are. Thank you. Bye.